Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump and today I'll be reviewing Wave 2 of characters for Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, this wave started off with Min Min and then ended with the final character being Sora. And I would say the characters, I think Wave 2 as a whole is when it came to some of the characters is a bit of an improvement to Wave 1. I think when it came to Wave 1, I would feel like there was some excitement for some of the characters, and with Wave 2, I think I got a lot more excited with some of the characters. For instance, with Sephiroth, for example, I think it's because around the time of Sephiroth's inclusion, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake had been released, and I had played through that game at the time. So I think when Sephiroth came to Smash Bros. Ultimate, I was really excited to see him in the game. And when it comes to all these characters, I think is a really cool because we've got characters again from various other uh, franchises outside of Nintendo. Well, with one of the only ones being Min Min from ARMS. That's I think the only one from uh, the Nintendo library. And again, it's really cool to see like from characters from either unknown or well-known um, series. Like Min Min is from ARMS, and a lot of people might not know what ARMS is. Then you've got characters like all the other characters like Steve, Sephiroth, um, uh, and Sora, and Kazuya as well. And I would say those characters are from more well-known games like Minecraft, Tekken, Kingdom Hearts, and Final Fantasy. But it's all really cool to see like characters that being brought into the game, and I think it adds more excitement because with Wave One, it's like okay, this is a sort of a taste test of sorts. Like okay, these are just the warm ups. And now we can bring out the big guns, and yeah, a lot of all these characters are really cool, and I think really like just mind blowing in terms of how they were brought into Smash, especially with um, I think with three of the characters, in my opinion, Sora, Sephiroth, and Steve, because with Sora, I think he was like a really well known or well requested character to being a part of Smash Bros. With Steve as well as Alex and the Enderman and the Skeleton, I believe they are all from Minecraft, so that's a well known indie game. And then with Sephiroth, he's from the most well or one of the most well known um, Final Fantasy games ever. And it'll be nice to bring in another Final Fantasy character to be along with Cloud, because when Cloud was born in Smash Bros, there was only one stage and two bits of music at most. And when Sephiroth came, not only did he bring a new stage, but also a huge amount of more music from Final Fantasy VII. So I think, yeah, with Sephiroth, it's just a really cool way to bring in another Final Fantasy character. And with Sora, he's from Kingdom Hearts, and a lot of characters, well, a lot of people really requested him. And yeah, I would say that Wave 2 is just bringing out the big guns, just basically just saying, okay, Wave One, we've we've got all these characters, um, we've given you some like what some of the characters we can see or what we can bring in. Okay, let's just bring out all the characters that we were able to get into the game. So yeah, and all the stages are really nice. I do enjoy some of them. I think Min Min stage is quite nice, like especially with the bounty pads that come in and out every once in a while. Sephiroth stage, I do enjoy that. I think how it kind of tells a story of itself when you go through the stage, and I think that's one of the only few stages that kind of tells the story in and of itself, and it's basically just telling like the final few hours or so, or the last hour and a half of Final Fantasy VII, and yeah, and I think with all the inclusions, I think with Wave 2, it's just a nice way of showing just how many characters you can get, as well as a sort of nice end to Smash Bros. Ultimate, especially with Sora, because with this character trailer, it was just kind of like seeing like just Mario just grabbing like the last character and just introducing them. So overall, I would say that Wave 2 of the Smash Bros. Ultimate pass is is really good. I would say that it's a nice. I think with the characters that were brought in, is a nice way of ending or finishing the game as a whole. And I feel like that Sakurai was able to get all the characters that he wanted to get into the game. And yeah, I would say if you look back at all of these characters from both waves 1 and 2, I feel like these are nice characters to be brought in, and I think these are good inclusions because they help expand the reach of those games. For example, I personally didn't know who Joker was until all the Persona series as a whole until he was brought in. And when he was brought in, I really wanted to play the Persona series. And I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, but when I did get one, I was able to play Persona 5, and then later Royal, and then the other Persona games, mainly Persona 3 and 4, and the mini spin offs that those games have brought about. And yeah, I think these characters are good inclusions and good reps for the respective games that they are representing. And yeah, I think Smash Bros. As a whole is a good way of helping represent each of those characters' respective series. And I think they do help bring new fans to each of the series. And yeah, I feel like Wave 2 as a whole is a nice ending chapter for Smash Bros. Ultimate. And if we do get a Smash Bros. In the future for the new console for the Switch 2, I do hope we get to see Smash Bros. And a new Smash Bros. Game for that particular console, and maybe some new characters, and maybe some of the old characters, or maybe some obviously some new characters, old characters, but maybe some of the characters from both Wave 1 and 2, maybe like 2 from Wave 1, 3 from Wave 2, or vice versa, or whatever. And yeah, Wave 2 as a whole is a good wave. I think it's a whole lot better than Wave 1 in terms of some of the characters that are brought in. So yeah, that's been my review for the second wave of DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.